Guys, I have been itching to talk about Fantastic Four First Steps, especially the post-credit scene. We are going to go in depth about the ending of the movie, about what happens in the post-credit scene, and what it all means for what's coming up in Avengers Doomsday. If you have not seen the movie, now is your opportunity to maybe step away. Hit that thumbs up button before you leave and grab the merch. You know, we got the 4 merch and also another really amazing design. Take Me Home Crypto. All that's linked in the description box below. But all right, if you're still here, you've seen the movie, you've seen the post-credit scene, or maybe you don't care about spoilers, but you really should go see the movie and see the post-credit scene. Let's jump into this, okay? So you waited for the credits and the mid-credit scene begins, all right? And it starts 4 years after the events of the movie. Franklin is no longer just a little baby. Now he has grown up a bit and he can talk to Sue. And Sue's reading him some books, all right? After a brief conversation about what book to choose next, as she walks off, she hears a sound and you can just feel the tension in the room. As the camera pans, we walk on over to Franklin. Sue gets a force field ready, and then you see a man in a green hood with a mask in his hand standing in front of Franklin. It's Dr. Doom. And then boom, post-credit scene ends. It is very short. It'll get you extremely excited, and it seems like there isn't a lot to gather from it. But trust me, there is so much information that I got from this post-credit scene. We're about to go new rock stars on this video, okay? There are a lot of theories that I have and some wildcard theories. And as well, I want to talk about how this all potentially connects to the post-credit scene we saw in Thunderbolts. So, Theory 1, one of the ones that a lot of people are running with right now, is that this is a Doom from another universe who's been tracking Franklin down ever since the 4 years since the child has been born. Finally, he found the universe that this kid was on. He's standing in front of him here now. And, well, who knows what he is after. And we can assume that this Dr. Doom we're looking at right now, considering that this post-credit scene was directed by the Russos and is probably just a scene in Avengers Doomsday, is that this is Robert Downey Jr.'s Dr. Doom. Now, another theory is that this could be the Dr. Doom of Earth 828, the Earth that Fantastic Four First Steps takes place on. There were teases of a Dr. Doom existing in this universe earlier in the film when the Future Foundation was holding up its meeting. There was an empty chair for Latveria. Obviously, Doom exists. So it could also be the case that Robert Downey Jr.'s Dr. Doom is from the 828 universe. Or could it be that there are going to be multiple Dr. Dooms in play during Avengers Doomsday? Now, one thing that I really wanted to point out about this post-credit scene that I haven't seen a whole ton of people talking about is that when you see that quick shot of Doom standing in front of Franklin, Franklin has his arm reaching out at Doom's face, and clearly, Dr. Doom is not wearing his mask. He's holding it in his hand. What we have seen of Franklin Richards is that clearly the kid has some sort of healing abilities amongst a ton of other powers we're probably going to be learning about in Avengers Doomsday. So I think what's happening here is that Doom is showing his disfigured face to Franklin and kind of manipulating the kid to heal his face. And this is probably how, I know some people are going to be upset. I'm a huge Dr. Doom fan, so trust me, I'm a little annoyed about this as well. But this is probably how we're going to see a whole lot of Dr. Doom not wearing his mask in the next 2 Avengers movies, because you got Robert Downey Jr. to play the character. You're gonna want to see that pretty Robert Downey Jr. face. Now, okay, I gotta get you guys in on a crazy wild card theory that my girlfriend actually was the one to come up with. She recently read the 2015 run of Secret Wars, and she had some ideas about what could be going on during this post-credit scene. You see, it obviously all plays out as though Doom is a threat, as though Sue is like, what's going on around the corner here? Who's in my home? But what if, okay, what if Doom has already stolen Reed's life at this point? What if it's just a bait and switch? If we see this scene play out in Avengers Doomsday and it's going to be more of like a Franklin saying hi to who he thinks is his dad and Sue going, oh, you're home. Because, you know, in that 2015 Secret Wars run from Jonathan Hickman, a lot of it has to do with Doom stealing Reed Richards' life. So could it be that that's already in place from this scene that we are witnessing in this post-credit scene? Maybe. Maybe. But okay, how does this tie in now to the post-credit scene in Thunderbolts? Because, you know, we did see we have the new Avengers now, and towards the end of the post-credit scene, a ship is entering the atmosphere. It looks like it's the Fantastic Four's ship. A lot of people have pointed out that the ship looks rather different than the one we actually see in Fantastic Four First Steps, so people are wondering, is that Reed's ship? Is that another ship? What's going on there? And Kevin Feige has also teased and hinted, well, we don't know who's piloting that ship. That instantly leads people to speculate that maybe it's not Reed Richards and the Fantastic Four that are arriving to the mainline MCU Earth, but rather it could be Doctor Doom. And if we're pairing what happens in the post-credit scene of Fantastic Four First Steps with that post-credit scene in Thunderbolts, it could very well be Doom piloting that ship, and he's got Franklin with him, and maybe even Sue Storm as well. Why would he be coming to the mainline MCU Earth with these characters? Why would he be dropping down into the heart of where all these amazing heroes live? Well, maybe that's the challenge for Doom. Maybe this is where he wants to build his battle world. But that would also assume that the wildcard theory I just told you about doesn't end up being correct. It is a wildcard theory after all. Now, if the wildcard theory ends up being correct and Doom has stolen Reed's life, then yeah, it's most likely Reed Richards piloting that ship. He's looking for other heroes to rally with him to save his son and maybe even his wife. But I'm wondering if something like that is the case. Could it end up being too that it's a trap set by Doom, sending Reed to this Earth as he then enacts an incursion? And the rest kind of plays out the way it does in that 2015 Secret Wars book. Reed arrives with this big ship. He rallies the heroes, an incursion's about to start, 2 planets about to collide. Reed gets as many heroes as he can onto the ship. Next thing you know, they wake up, they walk out of the ship on Battleworld. God Emperor Doom is the one ruling. And I would assume that it's going to be him colliding the main MCU Earth with also the Earth that we know the X-Men are from the post-credit scene of the Marvels, as we know that the OG X-Men are coming back for Avengers Doomsday. Lots of rumors out there as well, and even Alan Cumming himself, Nightcrawler, hinting on Jimmy Kimmel that the Fantastic Four and the X-Men are going to have a fight in the movie. So maybe Doom is doing a whole lot of orchestrating here to make all of these things happen. All I know is that this post-credit scene was the most excited I have been in a long time watching a post-credit scene for an MCU movie, and it's the most excited I've been for the next Marvel movie in I don't even know how long. So I give my hats off to Matt Shakman, to the Russos, to everybody involved in Fantastic Four First Steps, and as well this post-credit scene for bringing my hype for the MCU back. I cannot wait to see what they got in store for Avengers Doomsday. I do have some things that I'm a little worried about. You know, there is a lot that they are doing in this Avengers movie. The OG X-Men, the Fantastic Four, establishing not one, but 2 different teams of Avengers. The story of Doctor Doom, the fact that it's Robert Downey Jr., which is gonna be something important to the story. You don't just have the guy who was Iron Man playing Doctor Doom and that not have any sort of significance in the story whatsoever. And it's like they're juggling a billion things. I have no idea how the Russos are going to pull it off, so I am a little worried for that. And yes, Robert Downey Jr. isn't my first, second, third, or even 10th choice to play Doctor Doom, but he is an excellent actor, and I doubt that this is going to be the permanent Doctor Doom going forward. So as long as we get another interpretation of Doom, and he gets to go toe-to-toe against the Fantastic Four in a future film, then I guess all is well. We will just have to wait and see. I hope you guys enjoyed my breakdown of the post-credit scene for Fantastic Four First Steps. What do you guys think? What theories do you guys have? And do you believe in any of the theories that I brought up here in this video? Once again, grab the merch. It's going to be linked in the description box below. 2 incredible designs, and they're only available for a limited time. With the movies that have come out this summer, you want to grab both of these shirts and go to the movies wearing them. I've been Caboose. I'll see you guys later.